Well, good afternoon, everyone. Chief Meteorologist Marcus Walter here with the weather update. We are enjoying very pleasant conditions right now. At last check, we had temperatures in the mid and upper 70s, even low 80s, and that will be the case for the next hour or so. But by the time we get to 7 p.m., we'll be down into the low 70s, and then overnight, we'll be down into the mid and even lower 50s across our region. But let's talk about temperatures now. We sit at 79 degrees here at the Monroe Regional Airport. We do have a stronger wind out of the southwest at 10 miles per hour. That wind helping to more or less warm us up, mixing up the atmosphere with the sunshine that allows that heat to really build across our region. But the air is very dry. Take a look at the feels like temperatures. It feels like 78 degrees. So that dry air making it feel a touch cooler outside. You'll notice that dry air if you're planning to be out and about this evening. Here's a look at temperatures across the rest of the region. Mid 70s for Natchez, but everyone else in the mid to upper 70s, even some low 80s out there. We see that for El Dorado at this hour. Also for Shreveport sitting at 81 degrees. We notice more 80s back across Texas, upper 70s across much of Arkansas and Oklahoma. Even some low 80s showing up toward Missouri at this hour. Springfield, Missouri sitting at 81 degrees. That warmth will be with us overall for the next several days, but we'll have to dodge some rain showers and even some storms at times as well. Now, at the moment, we're quiet. High pressure still dominating our weather. We have a weak storm system in the middle of the country. It's starting to organize, but it doesn't have a lot of moisture with it. But what will bring the moisture to that system is the storm system that's now making its way into Southern California. The moisture from this system will lead to some severe weather across our region by late Wednesday. Here's a look at the SPC outlook. It shows that we have a marginal risk and even a slight risk now covering parts of the region. That slight risk extends farther to the north and west. So if you have any family or friends in Shreveport or western portions of Arkansas up through northern portions of Texas and Oklahoma, they have a greater threat for severe weather compared to the rest of our viewing area. But let's track things. So tonight, no storms out there. Temperatures down to about 60 degrees by 10 p.m. Then by tomorrow morning, we'll start out in the low 50s with a mainly clear sky. It'll be another day where you'll need these sunglasses, and you can even pull out the short sleeve shirts and the shorts because we'll be back into the upper 70s with winds still out of the southwest, anywhere from 10 to 15 miles per hour. Now let's talk about the storm chances. We see that showing up later in the day on Wednesday. The model hasn't been very impressive with moisture, but we're starting to see more signs of storm activity, and this activity will push into our region, but it'll likely continue to weaken as it pushes through our region. But that's something we'll be watching out for late Wednesday. So again, we have a storm system that'll be pushing through. This is our GFS model's representation of that storm system. It's showing a lot more precipitation than what we'll actually see, but still, nonetheless, the storm system will pass through. Then as we look to our Friday, we'll see more storm chances out there ahead of another cold front that will sweep into our region. That front will stall out across our region, and then we'll get another wave of energy leading to more rain across our region as we head through Saturday. So it's looking somewhat wet late Friday, but more likely as we head into Saturday. Here's a look at our severe weather chances. We're dealing with a 15% chance for severe weather Friday evening, and then we'll see a similar situation across eastern portions of our viewing area as we head towards Saturday. The greatest threat for severe weather on Saturday will likely be to our east, but we could see a strong storm or two across our area. Here's a look at how much rain could accumulate from our GFS model from now through Sunday morning. Some areas could pick up close to an inch of rain, so the next couple of days we're not expecting a tremendous amount of wet weather, but we still will have some rain chances around our region. So let's talk about the forecast for tonight. We're going with the low of 52 degrees with a clear sky. A great night to view the stars, and we'll notice wind out of the south at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tomorrow we'll see temperatures in the upper 70s with plenty of sunshine, but later in the day we'll be watching for storms. And when I say later, around 10 p.m., 11 p.m. or midnight, that's when we'll likely see some stormy weather pushing into our region. We'll talk more about the storm chances and the warmth on the way. All of that coming up at 5 p.m. on KNOE. Make sure to tune in then.